they hurt, gon' keep a banger for you.
Hey guys, and welcome to CTV. My name is Sierra Artemis, and I am your host. Have you read any good books lately? How about adding another motivational one to your list? La'Shawn Rembert is here to talk about her new book, Jump Sis, designed to push women into their purpose. I have joining me Miss La'Shawn Rembert. Hey LaShawn, how are you?
Hi, I am awesome. It's so great to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So let's jump right into it. So let's talk about your inspiration for this book, Jump Sis. Like, where did it come from?
So honestly, in all transparency, it came from a very organic conversation between myself and my best friend. She's an entrepreneur. Myself, I've been in business for myself for 5 years. And based on that, we were having a conversation, and it was kind of that, don't push me because I'm close to the edge. And we both were like, jump, sis. And when I tell you, something like just leaped, like my baby leaped on the inside of me. That's what I like to say. And from that moment forward, I knew that it was a movement. And I knew that I had truly in my hands a way to encourage other women to take that jump into their purpose, into their destiny, into God's best life for them. So and my writing process was a little different, I guess, from most. I wrote like at random times. Sometimes I would be in the car driving. And so whenever I felt just the unction to write, I would write. And I kept getting like different principles to add to the process of jumping, because what we aren't able to identify early on in our journey is that the jump is something that's consistently happening. You know, we think, oh, we take this leap of faith and we just out here, but it's like, no, every day you have to make a decision to jump again. So I was really in a headspace of wanting to give a young woman, or myself 5 years ago, that 25-year-old me, right, who was just like standing on the edge, right, of the cliff and not really knowing what that jump process was going to look like. So this book is totally designed to make sure that a woman that's standing on the edge of her purpose, now she has the principles, she has the tools to finally just go into a full-on leap off of that cliff.
That's amazing. So, like, could you give us like some key takeaways, or like, well, before I ask for some key takeaways, let's talk a little bit about the structure of the book. Is it more like, you give us a principle, we have different principles, and we just talk about each topic in the title, or is it a story? Like, what is the construction of this book like?
Good, very good. So with that, we start out with the principle, right? So one of them is wake up, sis. Because what I know is that when we're born, right, we know a lot of things when we get here. Okay, if we're transparent, it's like your intuition. You just know a lot of things. And I remember Sierra telling my mother, hey, I'm gonna do 3 things in this life. Okay, I'm gonna be a motivational speaker. I'm gonna, live in California, and also I'm gonna be famous by the time I'm 13. Now, being famous hasn't happened yet. I figured I got that, the numbers mixed up. Maybe it's 31, right? But I know that as a child, this was something that I knew, right? So I had to wake myself up after life started to eat at me and things started to happen. I had started to journey through different processes, people leaving, people dying, going to college and experiencing, paying bills for the first time, all of those things, right? And then you enter into the corporate world and you're trying to just survive, right? And you forget about your goals, you forget about your dreams, you forget about that little girl or that little boy who had all these hopes and desires for life, right? So you got to wake yourself up, like shake yourself, wake up, right? And that's just one of the principles. Another one is honestly just to obey, right? Just to obey God, right? Obey the voice that you hear, that still small voice, right? In the middle of the night and in the bright of the day, right? Just obeying that voice, because what I found is that when I'm obedient, when I'm owning my assignment, when I'm standing in my divinity and I'm showing up authentically as myself, right? There is nothing that I cannot accomplish, and it makes that jump so much more possible. Right. So those are some of the principles, but it's a lot of stories in there. It's a lot of my personality. So if you know me, you're going to hear my voice definitely as you read the book. But I really wanted it to be something that is simple, is practical, but also powerful in its impact on women and also men. If they read the book as well, anybody could truly benefit from what's on the inside of this book.
That's amazing. And I definitely feel like this is the time for the book, especially because I feel like a lot of people felt like they were forced to jump, sis, they were forced to jump, especially during
Come on, somebody.
A lot of people are like, working for someone else wasn't working. It's like a lot of people have stepped out on faith and doing their own thing. And I just feel like God is calling on a lot of us to do something different in this season. We just have to, be quiet, silent, so that we can listen and hear him when he is, making these moves in our lives. So I definitely think this is appropriate. Now, let me ask you this. Let's talk a little bit about where we can find this book now. Do you have this on Audible by chance?
It's not audio yet. Okay. So we'll have an audible version of the book first quarter of next year. But right now it's in pre-order. Okay. So the official launch of the book will be this coming weekend. So Black Friday will be launching. You'll be able to purchase it on Amazon. But before then, what you want to do is honestly get the actual autographed copy, of the book with a personalized message from myself. And you're going to be able to do that through my link tree. Okay. So I think we're going to have the link tree. There we go. So we got link tree, right? So link tree. And then we got that / La'Shawn Rembert International. And based on that, you guys, you can go there, click the actual link to purchase the book. And I promise you, it's going to transform your entire life.
Awesome. Guys, you can get that book on her link tree. Again, that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It's La'Shawn Rembert International. You also have a website too. Let's talk about your website and how we can find you on social media.
Yes, absolutely. So I also do speaking engagements as well. So I do women empowerment, youth empowerment, all things, just using my voice and using this vessel that God has given me. So you're able to reach out to me and also inquire about booking at La'ShawnRembertInternational.com, La'ShawnRembertInternational.com. And then also you can follow me on Instagram at La'Shawn_Rembert. And all my information is there in my bio as well. But I will be happy to connect with you on a one-on-one basis. I absolutely love, being able to connect with readers, connect with individuals just in the community to see how we can take your life to the next level.
Awesome. Let's get a look at this shirt, because I didn't realize you had a Jump Sis shirt on now, girl.
Yes.
Now, can we get a Jump Sis shirt?
Right. So this is actually a prototype. Okay. So we'll be launching merch as well. I'm telling you, it's a movement. Okay. So the Jump Sis movement is alive and well, but this is a prototype right here. If you like it, hey, let me know, because we might keep this one. Okay. I do like this version of the shirt, but we'll be launching hoodies, shirts, ball caps. We got mugs on the way. So it's a lot of things that you'll be able to. I know, girl, I love some tea. I don't do coffee, but I do tea. So we're gotta have the mugs as well. But yeah, so all that will be available on my website and all of my social media once it actually drops.
Okay, well, I'm super excited. So this is going to be airing on Saturday. So get your book. You know what I'm saying? Get your book. Don't miss your opportunity to pre-order your book. Again, Jump Sis. Thank you so much for joining me, La'Shawn.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem at all. I really feel like there's going to be a lot of women, a lot of people that are going to be able to benefit from something like this, especially again in this season. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, be sure to check out La'Shawn Rembert. That is her social media information right there, La'Shawn_Rembert. Again, scrolling at the bottom of the screen is her website, La'ShawnRembertInternational.com. She does speaking engagements, guys. You can book her through that. She also has her link tree where you can pre-order your copy of Jump Sis. That's linktree / La'Shawn Rembert International. And again, guys, I want to thank you all for joining me. If you haven't already, please be sure to follow me on social media. That's Sierra Artemis on YouTube, on Facebook, Sierra Artemis TV. That's also my Twitter as well. And you can also follow me on Instagram. That's I am Sierra Artemis. And if you have any questions or if you'd like to be a guest on my show, be sure to email me. That's info@sierraartemis.com. Or however you are viewing this, you can also inbox me personally, and we'd love to have you. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I love to see you next week.